Somewhere in a small Italian town, hidden behind a gardening nursery, sits a 183-ton bulldozer with a blade wider than a city bus, the biggest ever built, and it has never done a single day of real work. It was built for a Libyan dictator, stopped by United Nations sanctions and saved from the scrapyard by a neighbor with a tractor collection. Meanwhile, in Japan, a company built a dozer so massive it takes 8 trucks just to move it. These are the 10 biggest bulldozers ever built. Number 10, the Dressta TD-40. We start our countdown with a machine that might be the most underrated heavy dozer in the world, the Dressta TD-40. The TD-40 is built by Dressta, a brand with roots tracing back to the old International Harvester and Komatsu Dresser joint venture. The company is now a subsidiary of Liugong Machinery based in China, but the TD-40 is engineered with a heritage that goes back decades in American and European heavy equipment design. This is a seriously large crawler dozer. The TD-40 has an operating weight of approximately 67.7 tons and produces 515 net horsepower. That puts it firmly in the super heavy dozer category, larger than anything most construction workers will ever see in their entire careers. What makes the TD-40 special is its reputation for extreme durability in the harshest environments on Earth. Coal mines, quarries, and massive construction sites are its natural habitat. The machine features an optimized weight distribution system, a one-piece mainframe for structural rigidity, a 2-speed steering drive, and a 3-point track mounting system that allows the undercarriage to flex over uneven terrain without stressing the mainframe. The TD-40 is one of those machines that most people in the construction industry have never heard of, but the operators who work with them swear by their toughness. It is the kind of dozer that goes to the worst jobs on the planet and just keeps pushing. Number 9, the Komatsu D375A-8. The Komatsu D375A-8 is the entry point into the world of truly massive mining dozers. Launched in 2017, the D375A-8 is powered by a Komatsu SAA6 D170E7 engine, delivering 474 kilowatts, which translates to 636 horsepower. It has an operating weight of 73 tons and comes equipped with a full U-blade with a capacity of 23 cubic meters. This machine is commonly used in quarries and mines where high ripping power is needed, but the logistics of operating something even larger would be impractical. The D375A-8 features a reinforced mainframe designed for long structural life, an automatic transmission with a lock-up torque converter for efficient power delivery, and a Tier 4 final compliant engine that uses advanced after-treatment systems to meet modern emissions regulations. One of the clever engineering details of the D375A-8 is its lock-up torque converter. When the dozer is pushing a heavy load, the torque converter multiplies engine torque to give maximum pushing force. But when the machine is traveling or performing lighter work, the lockup function eliminates the torque converter slippage, delivering power directly to the tracks and reducing fuel consumption. This dual-mode operation makes the D375A-8 both powerful when you need it and efficient when you don't. Komatsu has built this machine to be the practical choice for operations that need serious dozing power without the extreme logistical challenges that come with operating the truly giant dozers higher on this list. Number 8. The Caterpillar D10. The Caterpillar D10 is not just a bulldozer. It is the machine that changed the entire dozer industry forever. When the D10 was introduced in 1977, it was the largest and most powerful track-type tractor ever built, producing 700 horsepower from a Caterpillar D375A V12 twin-turbocharged diesel engine. It weighed over 86 tons and offered 50% higher productivity than the D9, which was Caterpillar's biggest dozer at the time. The mining industry had been demanding a machine with more power and more pushing capability, and the D10 answered that call in a way nobody expected. What made the D10 truly revolutionary was its elevated sprocket design, a concept so radical that even some engineers inside Caterpillar were skeptical. By lifting the final drive sprocket above the tracks and away from the ground, the D10 kept its driveline components out of the dirt and rocks, dramatically reducing wear and extending component life. The elevated sprocket also allowed more track to stay in contact with the ground, which improved traction and gave operators a smoother, more comfortable ride over rough terrain. This single innovation generated 93 patents and became the foundation for every large Caterpillar dozer built since. The current D10, now in its latest generation, is powered by a Cat C27 engine, producing 600 horsepower with an operating weight of approximately 70 tons. It features a stator clutch torque converter that automatically frees the stator under low load for improved fuel efficiency, load-sensing hydraulics, and high horsepower reverse for faster cycle times. Between 1978 and 1986, nearly 1,000 original D10s were built at Caterpillar's East Peoria, Illinois plant. The machine has evolved through the D10N, D10R, D10T, and D10T2 variants, and remains one of the most trusted large dozers in mining operations worldwide. The D10 did not just compete with the biggest dozers of its era, it redefined what a bulldozer could be. Number 7. The Liebherr PR 776 Litronic. German engineering meets brute force in the Liebherr PR 776 Litronic, the largest bulldozer currently in production in Europe. Now, in its 6th generation, the PR 776 has an operating weight of approximately 73 tons and is powered by a 768 horsepower diesel engine. It can be fitted with a large carry dozer blade with a capacity of up to 22 cubic meters. Liebherr is a name that most people associate with tower cranes and mining excavators, but the company has been building crawler dozers for decades. The PR 776 represents the pinnacle of their dozer lineup, and it embodies the precision engineering and build quality that Liebherr is known for across all its product lines. The PR 776 features Liebherr's own Litronic electronic control system, which manages the engine, transmission, and hydraulics as an integrated unit for optimal performance and fuel efficiency. The hydrostatic drive system gives operators infinitely variable speed control, which allows for extremely precise blade work even at full power. This is particularly valuable in mining operations where grade control and material placement are critical. The machine also excels on slopes with safe operating capability on grades up to 35 degrees, a critical specification for mining operations in mountainous terrain. For European mining and heavy construction operations, the PR 776 is the go-to machine when nothing smaller will do the job. Number 6. The Fiat-Allis HD41/FD50. Here is a name that most people under 40 have probably never encountered: Fiat-Allis. But in its day, the HD41 was one of the biggest bulldozers on the planet. The Fiat-Allis HD41 was released in the 1970s, weighing in at 80 tons and powered initially by a Cummins VT1710C 4-cycle turbocharged engine producing 524 horsepower. Between 1970 and 1974, an impressive 1,900 units of the HD41 were built, making it one of the most commercially successful super heavy dozers of its era. The HD41 offered semi-U, full-U, and cushioned push hydraulically controlled blades up to 20 feet wide. It featured a torque converter and a power shift transmission with 3 speeds forward and 3 in reverse. The machine was a favorite in mining operations and large construction projects worldwide. After Fiat Spa formed a joint venture, the machine was improved and relaunched as the Fiat-Allis 41B in 1982, and later evolved into the FD50, which was equipped with a more powerful Cummins VT28C engine, pushing output to 600 horsepower. Unfortunately, due to market conditions, Fiat-Allis stopped production of the FD50 in 1989. Throughout its years in business, the Fiat-Allis brand entered into joint ventures with manufacturers including Hitachi and Case before the brand was officially discontinued in 1999. But the HD41 and its descendants hold a special place in bulldozer history as one of the first machines to prove that there was a market for super heavy dozers in commercial mining operations. Number 5. The Komatsu D155AX-8. The Komatsu D155AX-8 is the machine that proves you do not need to be the biggest dozer on a job site to be the smartest one. The D155AX-8 is powered by a Komatsu SAA6 D140E7 engine producing 354 horsepower and has an operating weight of approximately 40.5 tons. It is available with multiple blade configurations, including the semi-U, full-U, and the patented Sigma Dozer blade, and it is that Sigma Dozer blade that makes this machine truly stand out from the competition. The Sigma Dozer is based on a completely new excavation theory developed by Komatsu. Unlike a conventional flat or semi-U blade, The Superdozer features a curved frontal profile designed to dig and roll material toward the center of the blade. This shape reduces digging resistance, increases soil holding capacity, and eliminates sideways spillage. The result is up to 15% greater productivity compared to a conventional semi-U blade, meaning the D155AX-8 can move significantly more material per pass while using less power and less fuel to do it. Think of a conventional blade as a flat shovel, and the Superdozer as a spade nose shovel. The spade pushes through soil with less effort and holds more material. That is exactly how the Superdozer works at scale. The D155AX-8 also features an automatic gearshift transmission with a lock-up torque converter that transfers engine power directly to the transmission under lighter loads, reducing fuel consumption by up to 10%. The K-bogie undercarriage system keeps the track rollers properly aligned on uneven ground, delivering a smoother ride and extending component life. A hydrostatic steering system provides powerful, uninterrupted turns with counter-rotation available in neutral for tight maneuvering. The machine is also available in an intelligent variant, the D155AX-8, which integrates Komatsu's intelligent machine control system for automated blade control, allowing the dozer to learn terrain and make calculated blade adjustments pass after pass. For operations that value precision and efficiency as much as raw power, the D155AX-8 is one of the most capable large dozers money can buy. Number 4. The Caterpillar D11. The Caterpillar D11 needs almost no introduction. It is the biggest and most powerful bulldozer that Caterpillar has ever built, and it is one of the most recognized pieces of heavy equipment on the planet. The D11 was first introduced in 1986 to replace the D10, and it has been continuously developed ever since. The current D11 is powered by a CATCA30 2-acert engine, producing 850 horsepower. In its standard configuration, the D11 has an operating weight of approximately 104 tons. The carry dozer variant, the D11 TCD, pushes that even higher to approximately 113 tons and can move a staggering 57.9 cubic yards of material per pass. Since 1986, Caterpillar has produced over 6,000 D11 machines at their plant in East Peoria, Illinois. These machines are primarily used in the mining industry for production dozing, ripping overburden, and stockpiling material. They are so massive that they must be partially dismantled for transport, shipped on railroad flat cars, or broken down into multiple semi-trailer loads. The latest D11 XE features an electric drive powertrain that promises 20% longer life, 25% less fuel consumption per unit of material moved, and 60% fewer moving parts in the drivetrain. This electric drive technology represents the future of ultra-large dozer design, combining the brute force of a traditional D11 with the efficiency and reduced maintenance of an electric powertrain. A new D11T costs upwards of $2.2 million, but these machines are designed to be rebuilt multiple times using the same frame, giving them an effective service life that can span decades. It is not unusual for a Cat D11 to log well over 100,000 hours before final retirement. Number 3. The Komatsu D475A-8. The Komatsu D475A-8 is now the largest bulldozer in serial production anywhere in the world, following the retirement of its bigger sibling, the D575A. Introduced in 2020, the D475A-8 has an operating weight of over 112 tons and is powered by a Komatsu SAA12 V140E7 engine, producing 1,040 horsepower. Its full U-blade has a capacity of 34.4 cubic meters, enough material in a single pass to fill a large dump truck. The D475A-8 features Komatsu's K-bogie undercarriage system, which allows the track rollers to oscillate in bogie sets. This means the tracks maintain better contact with the ground on uneven terrain, which improves traction and reduces shock loads transferred to the mainframe. For a machine this heavy, operating on the rough surfaces typical of open-pit mines, this kind of ground-conforming ability is critical for both productivity and component life. The machine also features a lock-up torque converter that optimizes drawbar pull during sustained pushing operations, while reducing fuel consumption during lighter work. Dual turbochargers feed the massive 12-cylinder engine, and advanced after-treatment systems ensure compliance with modern emissions regulations. The D475A-8 competes directly with the Caterpillar D11 for dominance in the ultra-large mining dozer market. While the D11 has higher brand recognition, the D475A-8 offers superior weight and ripping power that make it the preferred choice for certain mining applications, particularly those involving extremely hard overburden material. Number 2. The Komatsu D575A-3 Super Dozer. If the D475A-8 is the current king, the Komatsu D575A-3 Super Dozer is the undisputed legend. The D575A story begins in 1981 when Komatsu showed a 1,000 horsepower bulldozer prototype called the D555A at the Conexpo Equipment Exhibition in Houston, Texas. The successor, the D575A-2 Super Ripper, began field testing in North America in 1989 and entered full production in 1991. The Superdozer variant, the D575A-2 SD, followed in 1995. The D575A-3 Superdozer has an operating weight of 152.6 tons, that is 336,420 pounds, and is powered by an 858 kilowatt engine producing 1,150 horsepower. With its standard blade, the D575A can move 69 cubic meters of material per pass. With an optional Superdozer blade, that capacity jumps to an almost incomprehensible 96 cubic meters, roughly equivalent to 10 dump truck loads in a single push. The machine is so large that it takes 6 to 8 tractor-trailer loads just to transport it from one site to another. Surface mine operators in the United States, Australia, and Japan were the primary users of the D575A. At one stage, 17 of these monsters were operating simultaneously in the West Virginia coal fields alone. In total, Komatsu built approximately 53 D575A machines across all variants, 31 sold to North America, 14 to Australia, and 8 within Japan. The updated D575A-3 models were produced between 2001 and 2007, with a final custom order machine built for Alcoa in Australia in 2012. The D575A is commonly referred to as the world's largest production bulldozer, and that title remains uncontested. No manufacturer has attempted to build a production dozer larger than the D575A, and it is unlikely anyone ever will. The economics of modern mining favor fleet management with multiple smaller machines rather than single ultra-giant units. Number 1. The John Deere 1050K. We close out our list not with the biggest machine, but with one that proves you do not need to be the heaviest dozer on the planet to earn your place among the greats. The John Deere 1050K. The 1050K is the largest and most powerful bulldozer John Deere has ever built. It is powered by a 350 horsepower John Deere PowerTech 13.5-liter diesel engine and has an operating weight of approximately 43 tons. It features a dual-path hydrostatic transmission, which gives it a major advantage over torque converter machines in terms of precise control and fuel efficiency. What makes the 1050K special is its hydrostatic drive system. Unlike traditional power shift transmissions, the hydrostatic system delivers power to the tracks with virtually zero slippage, giving operators infinitely variable speed control in both forward and reverse. This means smoother direction changes, more precise blade work, and significantly less wasted energy. John Deere claims the 1050K's Eco mode can reduce fuel consumption by up to 25%, with no loss in productivity in many applications. A remarkable number for a machine in this class. The 1050K was engineered and manufactured in Dubuque, Iowa, and was developed over 4 years specifically to compete in the growing large dozer market segment. It features 134.6 inches of track on the ground, the most in its size class, which provides exceptional traction and stability. The machine comes grade control ready from the factory, compatible with Trimble, Topcon, and Leica systems, making it one of the most technology-forward dozers available. The 1050K has since evolved into the 1050P tier, featuring a new 356 horsepower JD14 engine and a redesigned suspended double bogie undercarriage for improved ride quality. For operators and fleet managers who value precision, efficiency, and John Deere reliability, the 1050K is proof that smart engineering can punch well above its weight. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which giant bulldozer blew your mind the most. And if you ever find yourself in Portogruaro, Italy, stop by the Beaflor Nursery and pay your respects to the biggest bulldozer ever built. Until next time, keep pushing.